What is up, guys? My name is Mark Santamaria. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RC vlog. Today we are going to talk about RC battery chargers, mainly because I blew one up last weekend at the RC Pro Series race. And when I say blow it up, it just stopped working. I plugged it in. It was a Traxxas dual live charger. I plugged it in. It just wouldn't turn on. My dog is barking in the background. Dang it! Get in here. You interrupted the video, Summer. I'm just joking, girl. So yeah, I plugged it in, it just didn't turn on. So that's it, the Traxxas dual live charger. I will say the thing that is nice though, the fact that I blew the charger isn't the bad thing. Like I feel like chargers will eventually go out or some will go out, but I got it replaced pretty quick. And a lot of times they have their little Traxxas has their lifetime warranty exchange program. So it's like half the value of retail. Yeah, so to get it replaced was super cheap, or sometimes if it's a courtesy, they'll just hook you up. So anyways, let's go take a look at these chargers. So here they are. The first thing you'll notice is that I have a weird obsession with battery chargers. Why do I have so many battery chargers? The sad part is this isn't all of them, because I have doubles of that one, doubles of that one. I don't know if I have doubles. I have doubles of some of these, but yeah, crazy amount of battery chargers. But the good thing is I can go through all of them. There are a few key ones missing here. The iCharger. That's probably the big popular like name brand awesome charger. I'll tell you why I don't have one of those here in a little bit, but to kind of give you a heads up on chargers, there's going to be a few things that we're going to be kind of going over and judging these things on. But the main thing is AC and DC chargers. I've brought this up several times in my vlog. AC chargers are chargers that you can plug directly into the wall. Then DC chargers are chargers that you need a power supply for. So I tend to go towards AC chargers because I don't want to carry an extra power supply. But the other thing is amps and watts. So whenever you're getting a charger, you're going to want to know how fast it will charge, right? So amps are typically how you find out. You want to charge at a high amount of amps if you want to charge faster, but you have to have the watts to support it, and you have to have the battery to support it. So a lot of people overlook watts. Watts are actually the big limitation, the big bottleneck on these chargers. Most of these chargers, like this one, can charge at 26 amps, but only 200 watts. So the way you calculate how many watts and amps, or how many watts you need to charge a battery at a certain amount of amps, it's the amount of amps that you're charging at times the voltage of the battery. So on a 4S battery, I believe it's 16.8. That's like the max voltage on a battery for a 4-cell. And if you're charging at 10 amps, that's 168 watts that you need. So what that means is on these 200 watt chargers, you can really only charge one 4-cell battery at 10 amps. That's important to know because again, that's the biggest limiting factor, especially on AC chargers. All right, so let's go through these chargers real quick. This is the Traxxas dual live charger. One of my favorite chargers because it's such a safe charger to use. It's pretty much, you don't need to know much about batteries. You just plug it in and go. It's the reason why I've run this one for so long, because whenever my kids go charge, I can let them charge in peace. This is a new battery charger for me, not a new battery charger in general, but this is a Spectrum S2100. It looks super similar. Interface and everything is almost exactly the same as this ISDT charger. Both of these are AC chargers. This is also an AC charger. But I used to like this one because it was so small and compact, and it was pretty powerful. 200 watts, 12 amps each side. It's a pretty legit charger. But now Spectrum has one, and it's essentially the same. Again, the interface is the same, but this one has the smart charger stuff, the features, which we'll go over here in a second. This is another AC charger. This is a pretty stout AC charger. It's a little bit bigger than these, but this one charges at 300 watts. And the cool part is this is like a cell phone, wireless charging station on your cell phone. This is a smaller charger. This is an AC charger also. This is a 10 amp charger, but I don't think the wattage is that great on this. I believe it's 100 watts. Yeah, 100 watts. So you can't charge a 4S battery super fast. You couldn't charge a 4S battery at 10 amps on this. So this is a charger that I like to use whenever I got to charge like my receiver packs or something like that. Something small, and I don't want to bust out a big charger. This charger is a beast. This is probably the most powerful charger I have. This does 200 watts per side and 10 amps per side. So you could charge two 4-cell batteries at 10 amps each with this charger, but it is noticeably larger than the other ones and heavier. This is like a really cheap setup. I think this charger on Hobby King, it's only like maybe 30 bucks. And then this is, I think this is also 30 bucks. entire setup is only $60, but this will charge 200 watts at 10 amps. So you could technically charge a 4S battery at 10 amps with this setup, and it's only 60 bucks. The obvious pain in the butt is look at the stuff you have to carry. It's not very compact, it's not very sleek, doesn't look as good. And I have had one of these go out before, so they're not as dependable. They're a Hobby King, knockoff brand. So we're gonna rank these chargers in different categories. Oh, the one I'm forgetting again is the iCharger. The reason why I don't have an iCharger is they have probably the most features, but if it's an AC charger, which I like AC chargers, meaning it plugs directly in the wall, they're super expensive. The DC ones, they're super nice, have a lot of features, but you need power supply. So I don't really run the iChargers. I've never owned one for that very reason. They are super pricey. I think the setup that I wanted at one time was like $300-400, which these chargers, they go out, like whenever you're at the track, they get super dirty. It could start raining. Like, I don't want a $300-400 piece of equipment sitting on my desk that's just gonna be sitting out there exposed to the sun and elements. So I try not to get super pricey chargers, but let's go through the different categories. The first category we're gonna go through is power. Power being which one charges the fastest, which one's the strongest. This one will charge one battery the fastest because it is 300 watts. It has two sides though, but the most powerful one combined is the Protek Prodigy 2 625. This is the one, if I'm going to the track and I know I'm going to be burning through a whole bunch of 4-cell batteries, I will run this one. Again, I can charge two 4S batteries. I can actually charge them at 12 amps, but I charge at 10 amps and it gets it done, and it can handle it, but it is a lot larger. Power wise, when it comes to, this is definitely the weakest. Again, the big bottleneck is watts here. This charges at 10 amps, but only 100 watts. If you guys, a lot of you guys will probably see those big chargers that have 4 banks. Those are only 50 watts per channel. So just think about how small of a battery you can charge there. Yeah, not very much. So the next thing is size. That's my thing. I like to travel light because I've been racing RC for so long. Unpacking and packing is probably the worst part of the weekend, and I don't want to load up so much. So size, these two are both pretty small, but these right here, I mean, look at the size and what you get for it. 200 watts, 2 channel, 12 amps each channel. You can't beat this from a size perspective. It doesn't need a power supply. This one is large, powerful but large. And then granted, these are small pieces, but you gotta carry 2 of them, which is lame. In regards to safety, hands down, the Traxxas dual live charger is the safest charger in my opinion. You literally can just buy this thing, buy the Traxxas batteries, plug it in and hit enter. Like there's no guessing. You don't have to think about what amps. It does optimal charging based on what the battery is. That's the good thing about this charger. Like if I'm gonna go sell a charger to someone that has never used Lipos before, because Lipos can be dangerous, they catch fire. This is gonna be the one that I'm gonna sell them. However, you can customize it. So it's actually, you can basically program your battery charge however you want it to charge, but it's actually a great cross between these two. It's right in the middle actually, perfect. But yeah, that's also a safe charger. But in regards to safety, this one is definitely a safe charger. All these other chargers will let you blow up a Lipo battery if you tried. This one will not. And in regards to features, all these have pretty standard features. This one has a little bit more features because you can do the whole smart technology thing. None of these can like break in motors. There used to be a charger called I think it was the Ice charger by Duratrax way back in the day that could break in motors and things like that. This one I bought this extra pack. Basically what this is it can program your batteries, because again, this charger, you actually don't need this to program batteries. You can program your batteries with this charger, and what you're programming is the auto discharge, what it should charge at. So you can plug it in and just charge it at, but it has to be one of these smart batteries. So this one has a lot of features. All these other ones are pretty standard when it comes to features. This one Bluetooths to your phone, which I kind of like that. Again, exposed to the elements. You don't have a screen that can get damaged or anything, or if it goes out, your screen doesn't go out because it's Bluetooth to your phone. I guess your phone can go out, but you could use something else. All these other ones, if the screen goes out, it's pretty much done. I've had one of these go out, not the screen, but the buttons went out, which was super lame because you can't do anything with it. But yeah, in regards to features, they're all pretty standard. If you want a feature-rich charger, you probably do want to pick up one of those iChargers. Has all different types of cool graphs. again, you're paying for those features, but I don't really use them, right? I guess the servo and the servo checker is kind of cool, but you can get that for super cheap somewhere else. So lastly, my new charger that I'm gonna be using is gonna be this one right here. I really like this charger because it's so compact and powerful. And now this one, I just got this one, very similar in size, has the safety features. Yeah, I'm gonna start using this thing. This is gonna be my new go-to charger. It was this, but it let me down last race, and I'm a little like, we're not getting along right now. It's one of these love-hate relationships. However, I did get a new one, so that was nice. Like, I highly doubt if I blow this charger up, I can drive down the street. I know I can't drive down the street and get a new one, which I could on this one. I still love this charger. I'm still gonna carry this charger with me for whenever my boys race, but this is gonna be my new go-to. However, there's something wrong with this charger, and it's been bothering me really bad, and it's this right there. You see that? You see that speck? That speck is inside the screen. You guys have no idea how much that bothers me. It's like you see it whenever you turn it on. Super freaking lame. I thought about trying to take it apart and getting it out. I get it. It's a small little speck, not a big deal. It doesn't affect the functionality. I thought maybe I got a bad one, but on this thing, there's a small little speck of dirt inside the screen on this one. So I think it's like the Spectrum factory, maybe their QA, how they're assembling it. There's like little specks of dirt or glue that are inside the screen, and I can't get out. That bothers me so bad. That is the one thing that I don't like about this charger. Granted, I haven't used it much, but I am gonna be using it, and I will be putting it through the ringer, and I will let you guys know how it holds up. But yeah, this is gonna be my new go-to. Pretty stoked about it. Super cool charger. I will put a link in the description below on all these chargers. Actually, maybe all these chargers. I don't know if I can find this one. I should be able to find all of them. But yeah, there you go. The only thing left is price. They're all about, these are gonna be your cheapest ones. This one is $179, bang for the buck. This is actually, these have very similar features. This doesn't have the, this one doesn't have the smart feature, but I believe this one, they're both about 150. That's the range on these. So I like this one. This one is a little more expensive. You can find them on sale for 150, but I believe they're like 189, 179. They're all around the same price range, except for this one. This one's more expensive, but again, this is the most powerful one. The cheapest, all around the same price range. Most expensive, but most powerful. Well, I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and you guys will see me next time. Later, guys.